In this session, we are going to see the principles of reliable data transfer in the transport layer. So, as we said, if you say about reliable data transfer, which protocol can give the reliable data transfer? That is TCP. Okay, whenever I say reliable data transfer, it is applicable only for TCP. Okay, so important in app transport link layers, application layer, that is transport layer, and the link layers. And top 10 list of important networking topics. It is very important topic. So if you see this diagram, what you can understand? So the first one is application layer. Whenever you see this application layer, you have to imagine that at any instance 2 or 3 processes will be running at the application layer. So from the application layer, the data will be transferred to the underlying layers. Okay, so we can give the assurance by using the TCP that the channel that exists between the sending process in the application layer to the transport layer is reliable channel. Okay, so at the sender process and the receiver process also, similarly you can say that there is a reliable channel that exists between the transport layer and the receiver application layer, receiver process in the application layer, since we are going to use the TCP protocol. But what happens at the underlying layers after that is transport, that is after transport layer. So after transport layer we have 3 more layers, that is networks layer, then data link layer, then physical layer. So what about these 3 layers, whether they are reliable channel or unreliable channel? If you ask this question, my answer would be unreliable channel. Since we are using TCP here, we can say that it provides reliable channel. Since the other layers do not have any protocols which is reliable, we can say that the underlying layers, that is after transport layer, whichever layers are that cannot provide reliable channel. Okay, see here. So as I said, application layer, and this is the transport layer. And here if you see, there are two hosts. One is sender host and the other one is receiver host. If you see this RDT send, so from the application process, the application layer initiates the event called RDT send. RDT send is nothing but a reliable data transfer send. This is the event initiated by the application layer to send the data to the transport layer. Then it comes to the transport layer. This is transport layer. Okay, then this is reliable. Since it has TCP protocol, it provides reliable data transfer. So at the sender side, after the transport layer, as I said already, it is unreliable channel. So we will initiate the event or the transport layer will initiate the event called UDT send. What is UDT send? Unreliable data transfer send. Send is the function to send the data. So this is what happens at the sender side. What is happening at the receiver side? So at the receiver side, same thing, from the physical layer to data link layer, then data link layer to network layer, then from network layer it comes to the transport layer. When it comes to the transport layer, since it has TCP, it can provide a reliable data transfer. So RDT of receive. Since TCP is receiving the data, we can say that reliable data transfer underscore receive. And it delivers the data after demultiplexing process gets over. It delivers the data to the application layer. This is what happens at the transport layer. So transport layer provides reliable channel, whereas underlying layers will not provide the reliable channel. Yes, so reliable data transfer getting started. As I said, sender side, RDT, 2 events can be initiated for sending and the receiving. At the sender side, RDT send by the application layer, and the UDT send is initiated by the transport layer at the sender side. At the receiver side, RDT receive is initiated by the transport layer, and deliver data is also initiated by the transport layer. yes, RDT send called from the above, as I said, pass data to deliver to receive upper layer. Then UDT send called by RDT to transfer packet over the unreliable channel to the receiver. RDT receive called when packet arrives on the receiver side of the channel. Deliver data called by the RDT to deliver data to the upper layer, that is transport layer. Then, so incrementally develop sender receiver sides of the reliable data transfer. If you take this diagram, there are two states. Here FSM, that is finite state machine, is used at the sender and the receiver side to express or to explain what happens after initiating every event. Okay, so when in this state, next state uniquely determined by the next event. When a process will go from one state to the other state, if any event occurs, and for that particular event any action has been taken, then the state will move to the next state. So upon the line, above the line whatever is mentioned, that is called event. Below the line whatever is mentioned, that is called action. For every event there will be an action. After that action happens, the state will be transited from one form to the another. State transition will take place from the previous state to the current state. Underlying channel perfectly reliable. So RDT 1.0 is the channel in which there is no bit error and no loss of packets. Okay, so what happens here? So there are two separate FSM for sender and the receiver. Sender sends data into the unreliable channel. Receiver reads data from the underlying channel. So what happens? See, if you take this diagram, I'll explain with the tool. What happens here? From the application layer, data enters into the transport layer. So here what happens? The transport layer is waiting for the call from above. Above is nothing but transport layer. So what is the event initiated by the transport application layer is RDT send of data. So application layer is initiating event called RDT send of data. After, for this event, as we said, above the line some event occurs, right? Above the event, above the line some event occurs. For that some action should be taken. So for the event that was initiated by the application layer, that is RDT of send data, there should be some action taken by the transport layer. What is the action taken? That is packet is equal to make packet of data. So transport layer creates packet and it sends. Why it is creating the packet? Because it should be the understandable form of the next layer, underlying layer called network layer. So it creates the packet and it sends to the unreliable channel. That is why it is calling a event called UDT underscore send of packet. Okay, so the first event was initiated by the application layer and the action taken by the transport layer is nothing but it created the packet and it initiates one more action, event called UDT underscore send of packet. That is, it sends the packet to the network layer. This is what happens at the sender side. What happens? It gets the data from the application layer, it creates the packet and sends it to the network layer. This is what happens at the transport layer of the sender. So what happens at the transport layer of the receiver? You see that, see here, so it will get the data from at the receiver, we will get the data from the network layer. So RDT receive of packet, so it extracts the data from the packet. This is the event. Above the straight line, whatever is happening, that is the event initiated by the underlying layer. So for that, what is the action taken by the transport layer? It is nothing but it extracts the data from the packet and it delivers data to the application layer. So this is how the data is delivered to the application layer at the receiver.